Would you be my? What's the done? I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here, and welcome to the World of Warcraft Classic, now on Ashbringer EU. PvP, love it, let's go. Toe punt a gnome right in the teeth. We'll get there, we will get there. Okay, so if you remember, back on episode 2, I did an announcement of us changing over to Ashbringer. I've now got us all caught up, guilds up and running, so I'm now where we left off, with the exception of a few minor changes. One, the preparation of ceremony. I haven't got any feathers for that yet, and but all the other quests are all done and dusted, exactly the same as where we left off. So continuity, we can tick that little box off, it should be okay. The guild up and running, lovely jubbly. If you haven't already and you want to, get over here, join the guild, you're more than welcome. Because it's just brilliant, it's just a brilliant place to be. We've got plenty of cracking members that, you know, a few of them have been a member of each version of the Cabal guild. That's going to go down before I get to it. Each member of the Cabal, each version of the Cabal guild in all the private servers that we've done, they've come over and joined us, and we're all really excited about it. So we are level 10. We've got the quest to go to Moonglade, and we're going to work on getting our bear form. Now it's very important, before you do this, I believe I mentioned at some point, but I'm going to mention it again anyway, please ensure that before you go to the Moonglade you make Hearthstone Thunderbluff. Thunderbluff is your home, because the only way to get back from Moonglade is one flight path that comes directly to Thunderbluff, Moonglade to Thunderbluff, and it takes ages. It literally takes ages to save yourself a world of hurt and make Thunderbluff your home before you do it, and make sure as well that your Hearth isn't on a cooldown, because that will really hurt. So to start, let's head on over. Boom. Oh, I can't wait to get barefoot. It's going to make such a difference, because we will then be able to change the bear form, and our mana regeneration will just go back up. So this is going to seriously decrease the amount of downtime we have. Less downtime means more levels. Okay, Moonglade. Yeah, you want us to seek out the Great Bear Spirit in northwestern Moonglade and learn what it has to share with you about the nature of the bear. When finished, return to Dendrit Starblaze in Nighthaven. Fairy buff, let's do that. I'm going to jump out the window, because I'm a mad cow. Very mad cow. Okay, so while we're running, let's go through a few of the changes. What I've done is, at the end of the last episode, I think I got rid of skinning and leatherworking and picked up the herbalism and alchemy, because that's the way I want to go. I've not picked up alchemy yet. I've stuck with skinning and herbalism, because we're really down on our funds at the moment, and just vendoring leathers is a really good way of trying to get a little extra cash up and running. And then what I'll do is I will pick up alchemy when I have enough herbs to actually do something with it. Until we've got enough herbs to actually make anything, herbalism really is just a waste of silver trying to get it. So I'm going to do I'm purely gathering at the moment until we get a bit of money and a few mats to actually work with. Okay, this is all about strength. Lovely. We've spoken to him. Yes. Right, now before I go back up to Moonglade, the Horde are lucky enough to have a flight path actually in the south part of Moonglade. Now we're not going to be able to use it because we don't have anything connected to it. I think we need to have Felwood and Splinter Tree Post in Ashenvale before we can use it. Might even need Crossroads, I'm not sure. So this is purely just a case of later on when we're like in our level 50s, we can now come back up here and it helps skip half of the Timbermore hold, which will be a great help later. So taking the time just to run down here quickly to unlock this flight path, well worth doing. I mean, the chances are, yeah, you'd get more opportunities to come to the Moonglade to actually unlock this flight path, but I'm just going to do it now while we're here. It's all good. A deer. Why not? Let's get the party started. This is insane. Why didn't that just like cut it and start a new line? That's without any quest add-ons or anything, and it's taken up half the bloody screen. It's fine. As soon as we add it in, it's gone. Awesome. We've got the flight path. Show me where I can fly.
Abu.
Nowhere's connected. Just as I figured. Oh, I can't wait to get bear form. Cannot wait. We've got thorns, which I think we had from level 8. I think I've already gone through it all. But we've now got rank 2 in Mark of the Wild. This is awesome. Increases friendly targets armor by 65 and all attributes by 2 for 30 minutes. Costs 50 mana, but sod it, it's an excellent buff. I've also got rank 2 in Juve. We've got rank 2 in Wrath, rank 2 in Healing Touch, rank 2 in Moonfire, and of course we've got our Entangling Roots. So I've gone out and I've used it. I'm not down ranking yet. I'm not entirely sure at what point it's more beneficial to actually down rank. I know at some point it's better not to use the rank 2s. I think using rank 1 in Moonfire, because Moonfire is essentially our tagging ability, just to make sure that we do get the tag on mobs. So that's probably better as a rank 1, but I'm going to use rank 2 for now anyway, until we... if I get to a point where I think I'm struggling with mana, that's when I'll start looking into downgrading. Because I have got no clue, really. I did an awful lot of this part of a druid on the stress test, just to get my head around the actual play style of it. Because I am completely new to druid, but I didn't get any higher than level 14, so I've got an idea of what I'm doing up to that point, and then after that, anybody's game. I haven't done... Did I go up the wrong building? I'm a pleb. I haven't done my talent point yet. I've got no clue. I'm going to go through that in a bit, but I was waiting until we got the bear form and then look at exactly what way I want to go. Now with the guild that's now up and running, lovely jubbly, we have got a few warriors. We've got, you know, tanks is not the issue, and I do personally prefer return to thunder buff, no problem, and I do personally prefer healing anyway. I'm not really keen on tanking. I will give it a go because it's a druid and being versatile is what it's all about, but saying that, we've got loads of tanks in the guild, so whether or not I'm gonna... I've been told it's not advisable to level up as... Yes, you bloody can, mate. And remember, yes, you can. Yay! welcome to the guild, mate. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And look, we've got another healer. Priest. Welcome to the guild. Proper welcome to the guild. I haven't had a look on Discord yet, so I don't know if you're like an old member that's rejoining us or whatnot. For those of you that are thinking of joining, if you could do me a solid, if you are in Discord, in our Discord, which the information is in the guild and it's also in the description below in the videos. If you could make the Discord name the same as your main's name, it just helps me remember who's who, because it's quite a few people and we've got different. Oh, nice one, congrats, dude. It just helps remember who's who, because you've got this, you've got the Battle.net name, Discord name, guild name, and then there's like everybody that's joining, and I would love to be able to remember everybody's alternate version of themselves, but it's just too much. So if you could just make all the names the same, that will really help. Here's a nice axe, you're not wrong there. Back to Thunderbuff, let's hand this in. Okay, use the Cenarian Lunar Dust on the Moonkin Stone between Mulgore and the Barrens to bring forth Lunaclaw, which is a Moonkin. From there you must face Lunaclaw, earn the strength of body and heart it possesses. Okay. Now I believe, from what I remember from when I did it on the stress test, bloody thing's level 12. It's quite a beast, but I think we're going to be okay. Now luckily I have already gone ahead and unlocked the flight path to Camp Tasaran, which is just essential, absolutely essential, because it saves running all the way there. So right now I just need to go back to the flight path and make my way to the Barrens. And I think what I'll do after I've done Lunaclaw, before coming all the way back here, I'll probably take the opportunity to take the trek and then unlock the crossroads. We've already got 2 quests to go there, so I think it makes sense to do it now. Still got a couple more quests left to do in the Mulgore. Got to do the goblins and get the clipboard from the Venture Co company. We've also got to go to the Red Rocks to the east. I think we also have still got to do the Fluffy Kodo with the name that sounds like a sneeze. Don't know. We've got all to play for. So happy. And it has, everybody said it's been so much better coming over to Ashbringer. It has made all the difference. Where the smeg am I going? I was going to the flight path, wasn't I? And I decided, oh, I need to go to Elder Eyes. I don't. What a biscuit. I was having a conversation with Yulo yesterday, who was mentioning about the amount of times at the crossroads he's left the crossroads in one direction, walked for miles, and then realised he was supposed to go the other way. And it's a pain I know well. We've all done it. It happens. But what I could do, if I got anything worth worrying about, not yet. The other difference as well this time around, I haven't yet picked up first aid because of getting the silver up, because it cost 10 silver to get the guild charter, which wiped me clean out. I only actually had 9. Hayar, one of our members, or now officer, had to splash me the last silver, to actually get and run it, but it completely wiped me out, so I had to make a few adjustments to what I was doing with professions and loot and everything just to make up for that loss. So I'm a little bit behind as far as professions go. The fishing, if you remember, I got it up to like 30 something, 38 I think, it's now 32. Cooking has gone really well, that's now 56. Skinning, I need to level up. I need to actually train in it to get that to go any further at all. Herbalism, I've only just taken it, so I haven't done any yet. Haven't done any. We've got plus 15 for being a Tauren to our herbalism skill, which is pretty awesome. That means we can now pick up earth roots straight away, and that's going to make all the difference for us and our warriors, because that will go towards making the little elixirs of strength, which is going to be a big bonus, especially while we're in bear form, and as I say, the warriors. We've now got, as far as our weapons, so thank you to Kessa. He had picked up this native branch of the evil, giving us 1 intellect, 1 stamina, really nice. And Yulo picked up this mace while he was going around the barrens, which gives us +2 to our healing spells. Couldn't say fairer than that. Before I got rid of leatherworking, I got us all the hand-stitched basic stuff. I didn't do the gloves because didn't learn it, or the belt, but we've got some stuff here. I've got armor kits on it, and I've got a few more armor kits in the bank ready for if and when we do ever tank, I suppose. If not, then I'll just dish them out to guild members. Now we need to come over here. It's right on the border of the Mulgore and the Barons. And I'm going to use this. Right, so how am I going to play this? Now, this is a level 12 Moonkin. He's a bit of a beast, I've got to be honest. Now hopefully, I know this is Barons, can't see anything. Look, is it Mage Royal? It is. There's a Peace Bloom over there. I think I'll just stick to Herbie in the Mulgore until we're up and running. I'm not entirely sure what skill I need for Mage Royal. Might be 40, might be 50. I can't remember. But I'm definitely going to have to do a bit of Herbie grinding. Luckily, Mulgore is pretty good for it. So first of all, before we do anything, I'm going to buff. And have a quick swig of water just to top us back up. In fact, let's get a health buff as well. We've got +2 stamina, +2 spirit from our spiced wolf meat. As soon as it's up. Another mage oil. Okay, I think what I'll do at the moment, just to give me a head start, is I'll probably just start off with entangling roots and see how that goes. And I'm just going to let that dot down a little bit, take a bit of his health away while we get a little bit of natural regeneration on our mana. There we go. If you wanted to, you could probably... Oh shit, he hurts. Okay, we're out of mana. But we're going to be okay. Take that. Get a bit of loot and speak to him. Awesome stuff. Right, and so that means now we just go back to the Elder Rise. Which is fantastic, but before that, because we're already halfway, now is the time. I don't want to fuck straight into the bloody thing. Oh, we ain't gonna let this go. It's one thing they will tell you about Thunderheads, is they hold a smegging grudge. Okay, we're alright. We got away with it. Okay, so now's the time. As we've already got half the journey out of the way, I'm going to go to the Mulgore. Now, I'm not going to go any further. I'm not going to go to Ratchet or Orgrimmar and all of that lot just yet. There's not really much need yet. But what I will do is pick up this quest here, because I believe this is another quest sending us to the crossroads.
Peace, friend.
Thork at Crossroads and Barrows. Yes, lovely. That is really good actually, because that means we've got Journey to the Crossroads, Segra Darkthorn, and the Baron's Races. Yeah, so yeah, loaded. Loaded. Oh, that's so tempting. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any skinning points for these. Oh, you'd require skinning of 90. So this will be 85. 80. I'm not entirely sure. I might only be able to skin 15s, maybe 16s. I'm not sure. There is a way of working it out, but don't know. I thought it was like 5 points to a level. Generally how most of it goes. The trouble is, because I'm only using skinning as a way of getting a little extra cash, I don't know whether or not it's actually worth spending it. I mean, as I say, I'm not actually finished in the Mulgore yet, so I'm going to have plenty of skinning to do. But if I'm not planning on keeping skinning, do I really need to level it up? As long as I can skin what's around me, really. And then perhaps when I come over here, I'll have enough herbs from the Mulgore to take up alchemy anyway, so I probably won't spend any more money on skinning. This is a bit of a walk. Oh, that was a peace bloom. Fuck it. Level 17 rappies. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just get to the crossroads and hopefully, with a bit of luck, not die. One good thing about the Barons on the Horde side is that it still classes our area. You can get to do the whole Barons without getting ganked, which is really, really awesome. Someone wants to do the Northwatch Hold quests. Ooh. Not quite ready for that yet, mate. But it won't be long. It will not be long. Trying so hard, desperately. Excuse me. Got a fucking tickle. I'm trying so hard, desperately, to catch up. I mean, my leveling speed is a little bit slower than everybody else, because obviously I've got to stop to edit videos and whatnot else, and, you know, work, family. I find it a little bit difficult to keep up to them at times. Some of our members are absolute leveling machines. It's like the Terminator of the Warcraft world is what they are. But we're getting there. We are getting there. And as I say, once we get this up and running, the whole bear form thing, we are going to be flying through. Not only because we get less downtime, but it means we can then smash out multiple mobs and, you know, get proper pulls going. It's an adder. Oh yes, I just slapped the adder. He's got res sickness. Oh, out of range for the thorns, but never mind, here we are. We're so close. Now I am going to go ahead and pick up all the quests that I possibly can at this level. And I don't know, I'll make a judgment call about whether or not it's worth doing Ratchet now or later. Probably later. I just want to get this done. Even the Baron, I mean, I haven't mentioned it yet, but the Barons is usually Baron. Oh, look. Wow, you got there quick. Gnomes, as always. As I've always said, gnomes are gankers. They just, you can't trust the shifty little shits, can you? Ever.
What brings you here?
Barons.
Walk with the earth, mother.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the quest, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to them at the moment. I mean, I think in the sense of questing quickly, probably depending on what class you are, it may well be better to get cracking and just move directly to here. I'm not going to do that. I am going to do the Mulgore for the main reason of leveling up herbalism. It would be so much easier.
Spring, Sub-Sug, for the Horde.
Supplies for the crossroads. Unlock that.
That better be good.
Quest to Ratchet. Fungal spores. Oh, that might be why I think Ratchet's going now, because I picked up that quest and now got the item for it.
Greetings.
A bundle of hides.
We shall meet again.
Now this is one of those quests that teaches you the lost art of flight paths, really. It's just a quest to go to Thunderbluff and come back again. Very important to pick that up now. Now I'm going to hand it in now and get the quest now. But I don't actually have to, as part of the quest, take this particular flight path. So what I'm going to do is I am going to run to Ratchet.
I got what you need.
Oh look, they're threes. Oh, that could be so good. Now I was saving this hunting bow for one of our hunters, but they've out-leveled it. Same with this short bastard sword of strength. I did put this in the auction house yesterday and it didn't sell. But Hayar is a tailoring enchanter, so I'm going to do him a solid. Hayar from Ashbringer. And I love this. I love this. We can send more than one thing. And I'm pretty sure I don't have an add-on that does this. So that, for enchant, or if I put enchanting, he'll probably enchant it. Disenchanting. There we go. And that is something that you will notice within the Cabal guild. We've done it in all versions of it on all the other servers, where we put in our notes, the edit notes. No, put it in the edit notes what professions we are. We do tend to just stuff that we don't need or want to, you know, mats and shit. So we're all leveling each other's professions together, and then we all reap the rewards. And it's something that we've done from the start, really, and it does really, really help. Looks like I'm gonna get a little bit of skin at level 12. We can skin at level 12 if it's still there when we get to it. Nice. Now, as far as leathers go, you may be thinking, why aren't you sticking that in the auction house? Clearly, leather is going to be saturated in the auction house before anything else, because it is literally the easiest gathering profession there is, because you can just do it whilst. Get it going on, son. It is the easiest one to do, so it tends to be flooded a lot more. Not the biggest money maker in the world when it comes to auction house. I find leather, you just vendor it, Might be a bit slower, but you make so much more. And it's a guaranteed sell, really. Right, I'm trying to stay between the aggro range of these two hyenas, because I'm a little bit scared. Don't he look good? Don't he look cracking there? And the Baron's just, it's just not barren at all. Briarthorn, I've got no hope, but let's have a look and see exactly what skill I'm going to need to get it. 70. And we can skin 15s. That's not bad at all. I mean, look at the ground clutter on it. I mean, I love... Oh. Right, so here we are in Ratchet. I don't think there's any quests I can really... Oh, there is. The Samuel Flamage, or however you want to say it. I can pick that quest up. And I probably will. The first direction we go to when we do start questing in the Barrens is north, and that is the direction of this quest. So picking it up now save us a little bit of time later on. Yeah, it was skull level to me, so skull level means more than 10 levels above yours. Really, it doesn't necessarily mean max level, it's just more than 10. Access to the control console at the Venture Company research site.
Have a good one.
Now, I don't know whether or not I actually need that with me. Pretty sure I don't actually need it. No.
Hey, how
These
you
are one of
doing?
those items that just hang around. I'll leave it in the bank, and then if it works out that it's completely useless later on, then I will ditch it.
Be good.
And a druid elf. Right. So now's the flight path, and then back to Thunderbuff.
Talk to me.
If you're a little bit not keen on the amount of travelling, that's vanilla, that's classic, that's what you do. No mount, check this shit out, no mount until level 40. Luckily, being a druid, that's not going to matter too much to us, because we get, I think, cat form at level 20. If we spec into it, then that actually gives us a speed increase. And travel form, I think I heard someone say that was around level 30, so that will give us really something to look forward to. That's going to be a massive, massive help. And I'm really, really excited. I mean, my main class that I would usually go to will always be hunter or priest. That's my cup of tea. That's how I roll. So the druid really is completely out of stretch for me, and I know a lot of people have been going with their, of course it's classic, they want to go with the class they want, but I've tried to maintain a bit of versatility. I want to keep it a little bit different to the series that I've done before, which is why I've gone druid. And it's going to give us just a range of different play styles: tanking, roguing, healing, or casting if I want to just waste all my mana in the first 3 seconds of a battle. So it's given me the option to play a range of different play styles that isn't hunter, unfortunately, but a range of different play styles within one class, and I'm quite excited about giving that a go, really. The world just looks amazing. Just look at how lush the oasis looks. You know, even the clutter in the barrens, it's not just flat out dirt. They've, you know, it's actually got all this kind of wheat looking shit that reacts to your character as you run through it and all that. I'm really, really pleased. Now we haven't got to spend half a day in a queue. I think personally Blizzard has done a fucking bang up job with the actual world itself. You know, it just leaves the question, doesn't it? What is BFA? What is it? I remember something about it at some point. I don't remember liking it. What the fuck is BFA? Who knows? Also, someone mentioned a while back about the volume of the game and that. I didn't have it quite right. Now I know that I had to, because I'd already pre-recorded the first 5 episodes. So let me know if the volumes of the voice over the game is better now. I mean, we'll have a better idea when there are battles. But I just want to make sure you can hear me okay and hear the game clearly and all the rest of it. So let me know in the comments how the volumes are now, because I think I've got it okay. So the talent points, where to go. Now I've been reading through them. I'll read through them when we've done. I think that would be the easiest thing, really. Come on. The episode's been going ages and I've done fuck all. Well, I say it now, I'm nearly level 10. It's not like I haven't achieved something. Nearly level 11 rather. So just making our way over to the Elder Rise now. Lovely bloody jubbly. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Another thing you'll notice as well, that on the other server, Gold Mag, we had bags. I've only got one 6-slot bag this time. Only one. It dropped for me, which was nice, at the Harpies at the south of Mulgore. But I've been really struggling for bag space. Ding! So we've now got 2 talent points to play with once we get started. That's going to give me a little bit of a better idea. Now, before I can do anything else, I'm going to seek the training, because we now got the Demoralising Roar. Now, we couldn't pick this up until we got bear form, so we're also going to grab that. So let's just sort out. Now, what I tend to have bear form just makes my life a bit easier, and then have it back there so I can turn it off. Awesome. Right, we've got Maul. Maul increases the Druid's next attack by 18 damage. That's nice. So it will be our melee attack, which is, you know, this 29 to 38, 13.5 a second, plus 18. That's pretty good. And the Demoralising Roar. The Druid roars, decreasing nearby enemies' melee attack power by 31, and it lasts 30 seconds at a cost of 10 rage. We'll get that on there. And Growl. Taunts the target to attack you, but this has no effect if the target is already attacking you, so I'm going to stick this over here. Out the way. Usable, but out the way. Right. Actually, I probably won't have it. I'll put it there. Okay, so it's a case of when we do first change into bear, we've got no rage. Now this is the same, they're going to have the same problem as warriors, which is you don't have a resource pool, and then you can just use it till it runs out and then have to regenerate it. Like warriors, we start with nothing, absolutely nothing. So it's going to be a case of taking a few slaps and giving a few slaps before we actually get any rage to do anything with. Which brings me to the talent tree. So on the restoration we have this, the Furor. Gives you a 20% chance to gain 10 rage when you shapeshift into bear and dire form, or 40 energy when you shapeshift into cat form. So does that mean the energy with the cat form, like you turn into a cat and you're already buggered? Because usually rogues have the resource, they have the energy ready. So I don't quite know how that's going to work. Now I've got 2 points to spend. It's only a 20% chance, so I could end up with a 40% chance of gaining 10 rage, which isn't enough for Maul, but it is enough for Demoralising Roar, and this is going to be our, same as warriors have the Demoralising Shout, this is going to be like the first thing that we do if we're tanking, where we're going to run in and, you know, do a shout just to get an aggro on everything at first. Feral Combat, which I believe is what most people have been telling me that is easiest to level in, reduces the cost of Maul, Swipe, Claw and Rake abilities by 1 rage or energy. Which means if I put that on there now, even if I was to have Furor give me 10 rage, I still wouldn't have enough to do that. So I don't think that's going to be useful until we have all 5 points of it. So I'm a little bit reluctant to put anything in there, because we're not going to see a benefit at all. Not for a while. Feral Aggression increases the attack power reduction of your Demoralising Roar by 8%, and the damage caused by your Ferocious Bite, which I don't have, by 3%. So this is going to be something that is going to help us initially. You know, the more attack power reduction on Demoralising Roar equals more threat when we're tanking, so that might be useful. But I've got to be honest, I'm thinking more the Führer. We've also got improved Mark of the Wild on the restoration tree. Increases the effects of your Mark of the Wild and Gift of the Wild by 7%. So that's something that's going to help us all the time, regardless of what spec we're in, and be helpful to other people as well. So I'm really tempted with that. What I don't want to do, because this is our first character on a server, we've got no money. I'd rather not put myself in a position where I think, oh, I need to respec. So I genuinely don't know. I just don't know. Nature's Grasp. Just not worth getting yet. While active, any time an enemy strikes the caster, they have a 35% chance to become afflicted with Entangling Roots rank 1. It's only usable outdoors. You get 1 charge and it lasts 45 seconds. Now this is going to be like our anti-gank ability. As I've mentioned, we don't have any problems whatsoever in the Barrens. We can level up quite nicely without ever flagging PvP. Don't want to take that just yet. Once we start going into contested areas, Nature's Grasp will then become useful, but until then I really don't think it's worth it, and Wrath can just bollocks. It's just pretty much not going to be using Wrath anymore. So what I'm going to do, now I've gone through those a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but we've gone through them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not do anything. I'm going to leave that the fuck alone. Let me know in the comments what you think I should go through with these talent points, because honestly I don't know, because for some reason all of them are nearly next to useless until I've got more points, and I don't want to waste any. So I'm going to leave that. Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to say that I'm going to definitely do what everybody says, because everybody might say something different, but I really would like to hear your thoughts so I can get this right. So yeah, let me know. So what we're going to do now is we're definitely going to live some kind of dream. We've got a ride to Thunderbluff, so yeah, we've got that bundle of hides to hand in. So I'm going to do that on the way to the lift, and then I think we're going to go harpy slapping, get that quest out of the way, because they're quite tough, but it will give me a chance to test out our new bear. Do like a bear. He looks pretty cool as well. Horned bear. So I'm going to drop all the way down. And the bundle of hides get us handed in right here on the left. Can't speak to anyone in shapeshift form.
I've been expecting you.
But that gives us an extra silver.
May the eternal sun shine upon me.
And that now is to speak to the flight path. Not worth doing it until I head over there. Before I go down and slap the harpies, there is one last thing I want to do, which is something that I didn't get to do earlier because I was doing the guild charter, and that's take up our first aid. Because first aid I do think it's a good idea, to be honest. There are times when you want to heal up and you've either got no mana or don't really want to use any mana. It's just a quick top up. You know, if I'm running out of mana in a battle and I'm getting a little bit stuck, I can do an Entangling Roots, run out, quick bandage, lovely jubbly. So I am going to be oh, That's cool. That's our mage. It's a mage, isn't it? Where is he? Let's be. Yep, he's a mage. Awesome. The first aid trainer is right here.
The winds guide you.
It's a whole silver, but now I can afford it, so awesome. Let's get that
Shall
up.
meet again.
Come over here. First aid. We'll get those bandages going. Just a few. Stick them on the action bar as well. Oh, no, don't you dare chuck them. What's up with you? On there. And Nick. Get rid of that. Hey Nick. Yeah, look, people are coming online now, look. People are coming online. Right, what I want to do, before I do jump down to do the harpies, there is a cave below us. Where there is a quest for... It's take a pendant all the way over to Silver Pine Forest. Which is a long, long way away. But I don't like to run over to this particular part. Oh, I can't pick it up yet anyway. I don't tend to like running over to this part. It takes ages. I was kind of hoping to pick it up, just stick the pendant in the bank, and then I can just crack on and pick it up when I head over to the Undercity, but never mind. Never mind. Wait. Okay, so I haven't decided yet whether or not, I mean, I know Moonfire is our tagging ability. But I think how it would work out, because our mana will instantly start regenning as soon as we turn into bear form. To make the most out of that particular resource, the way I see it is I want to smash out as much mana using abilities before running into a pool. So let's just say this particular flatland cougar. Well, we'll go for this one because he's by the herb anyway. So do a Wrath maybe, Moonfire, Rejuve, go into bear form and slap him. We can herb in bear form, that's cool. And then just like a warrior, you want to pretty much keep the battles going, just to maintain the rage. But behind it, we don't need that there. Ass. Well, I'm still learning, so bear with me. Got the heal off just when I didn't want him to. Got our first bronze feather though. it's going to be a case of, you know, the better druids are the ones that are able really to maximise all forms at all times, really. Hoping. Right, don't hit that one then. See if I can. Bloody casting, bloody harpies, bloody. You know, the big question is really, do I still need to spend money on water at all? Oh, thank you. Now, yeah, there we go. Look, that's the problem. I've run out of mana. I can't change into bear. 91. Change into bear form. Change into bear form. Need to change into bear form just to get there, because I think you need to be doing fuck all for 5 seconds before you get any kind of natural regeneration. But I think it goes up instantly if you're in a bear or cat form. That's my understanding. I don't know if it's right, that's my understanding of it. Hey. Bloody hell, look at that, it's full. Now I'm in battle, now I'm getting a little bit of this done. I can see the benefit of having a demoralising shout and more ready as soon as you turn into bear form. I can see how that would help. Shapeshift into bear form, increasing melee attack power by 33, armor contribution from items by 180% and health by 38. Also protects the caster from polymorph effects and allows the use of various bear abilities. The act of shapeshifting frees the caster of polymorph and movement impairing effects. That's awesome. I noticed then when I changed into bear form, the slow ability from the frostbolt completely disappeared. Which is just awesome. It's not just polymorph effects, it's a lot. I'll tell you what, I'll get you when you come back. Trouble is, I'm pretty sure I can't use potions in bear form. that is something to think about. And now not enough. Ooh, I'll tell you what. Oh shit! If I do go Herbie, mana potions are going to be fucking just so helpful for us. In fact, I think a Wrath is going to sort you straight out. Don't go over to that one. Twats. We'll get the hang of it, don't worry, I'll just... Couldn't get my head around that for a sec. We're doing alright, we're doing alright. We've now got 3 feathers of each, so this quest is going to get done soon. That's so fucking annoying. Is there something in the talent tree somewhere that reduces the cost of shapeshift? If so, then I've either got to work towards it or completely change the way I'm doing this, because it'd be nice if you had some kind of, you know, make sure I save enough for that shapeshift type add-on thing. Pretty sure it doesn't exist, but it would be awesome. Right, I don't have to get the tough jerky. Native bands are rubbish. Perhaps downranking to rank 1 of Moonfire? Don't really need it as a range tag. Back away slowly. But I think that'd be it's a case of just judging which abilities at what ranks is worth doing. I mean, Moonfire is really good for tagging, but I suppose in this sort of situation, do I need it? You know, perhaps leaving... I think I'm better off just putting a rejuve on and cracking on with it. That's a bit annoying. Demoralising raw on that. Now I believe it's one type of harpy does one feather and the other type of harpy does the other. So I'm pretty sure it's just the sorceresses I need left. I'm a-hoping. So matriarch, sorceress. For this one then. Yeah, so what we want is the sorceresses. I know it ends in an S, doesn't it? So is it sorcerai? don't know. Yeah, don't have enough. I mean, changing in and out of shapeshift just to get rid of a frostbolt. It works, but it's thirsty, isn't it? It's a thirsty technique. That was awesome. Oh! Matriarch, matriarch. Matriarch, matriarch. Sorceress. This warrior is clearly on the same. Wow. That was a bit of a respawn, wasn't it? Oh, you had to. Not worth wasting another 90 on a shapeshift just for that. Not to close that distance. Awesome primal belt, leather 25 is worth having. It's only a slight increase, but I'm genuinely up for any increase at all at the moment. That's wicked. Right, that's done. Now I would say that the best thing for me to do would be to head on over. Does anyone else want to tag that? I know you're all on the quest. Just gonna leave. I would make my way over to the Red Rocks now. Instantly. But the bags are full. I think I've got 5 silver. I can afford 1 6-slot bag. It will completely wipe me out, but I'm going on the basis that to make money, you need to spend money. The more items I have, the less I'm leaving behind, and therefore the less I'm wasting, really. So I'm going to buy a bag. I could even see if there's anything in the auction house that's cheaper than the vendor ones. And the vendor ones I think were 4 silver or 5 silver, which would be just simply all my cash. So yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it? I don't know, let's have a look and see what the cheapest bag I can possibly come up with is. Now the bag weavers, oh, there's a bag vendor here. Even better.
What brings you?
Yeah, 5 silver for 6 slots. Way more efficient than the 8 slot. You know, I mean, that's 20 more silver for 2 more slots. You know, that's not worth doing at all.
I've been expecting.
Bound harness.
Ancestors watch over you.
That's not bad. It will need an armor kit on it. The only trouble with the harness is it looks like shit. Because it is just a strap. Let's get it anyway.
What brings you here?
No. Only want the one.
Goodbye.
Go. It's literally just a seatbelt I'm wearing. It'd be nice if I had a shirt. I wouldn't mind a shirt, possibly a green shirt. Bag vendor. Not that I'm
I've
buying
been
it yet. I just
expecting
want to.
you.
Oh, that's beautiful. 2 silver for that. Light feather our mages need.
May the eternal sun shine.
Let's check the auction house and see if there's any 6 slotters. And if they're less than 5 silver, then already bonus. Container, bag, go. Okay, they're bidding. For a silver down. 299, 250. I don't know, what's the most common ones called? Linen bag. So we go to buy, we're going to put in here linen bag, search, 1 stack of 1, so 247, 248. Right, I'm going to buy that flat out. There's 1 available. Buy 1 of those. And then we need 2 more. I can't buy 2 on its own right, so I'll just go that. And then buy another. And then done. That's not bad. So for the price of 1.5, and we got 3. That's really, really, really good. Now, obviously, to make full use of these, it's a case of go out grinding and not feel the need to have to come back until they're full. I like to have all my mats in 1 bag. The shit, get the fuck off. Sorry about that, it's very windy. It's very windy, which really helped with the heat wave we were suffering, but really annoying. Under the hides quest item and light feather I'm sticking in there. Right, so that is all the time I've got for this one. Sorry it did seem a little bit scattered, it's the nature of it. There are going to be times when the majority of what we're doing is you know, it's going to be just travelling and shit, can't be helped. But we've got the next stage done. We've now got bear form. So next episode is going to be finishing off the quests in the Mulgore, which is 3. We've got to go to the Red Rocks. There's another quest to pick up while we're there, and the 2 at the Venture Co company, and then our time in the Mulgore will be completely finished. Thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Would you be my Mr. Dun, dun, dun? I still got a